Hey Kids Zone team, I'm really excited for this weekend. As you guys know, this is Candytown weekend. This is one of our biggest weekends in kids ministry. It's going to be a ton of fun. There's going to be lots of guests coming to Kids Zone, and just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of why this is so important. I know that many of you have done this before, but some of you, this is probably your first time serving at a Candytown weekend. And the biggest thing that we can do all weekend long is really be a connector for our kids. And so our prayer this weekend is really that we see families and kids get connected to two things. Number one, to Jesus, that they understand who Jesus is and they are hungry to know more about him. And number two, that they're connected to us as a church. So the reason that we do big events like this is a great way to connect with our community and people that may not go to church or have a church family. Maybe they don't even know anything about who Jesus is and how they can be saved or how they can be healed in Jesus' name. And this is one way that we can connect with them by making a crazy event like Candytown in space and giving away candy and really reaching people that we may not reach otherwise. So that's why we do this, and this is super important that you guys come this weekend ready to serve, ready to have a great attitude, and do whatever you can to find kids that are new and to connect with them and just make their day. Most of you guys are going to remember from earlier this fall, we did a training and we talked about the power of moments, right? And how what you do in a few moments can impact a child's entire day. And so some little things that you can do to really alter the course of their day so that they look back on that and they're like, wow, I remember this person remembered my name, or this person went out of their way to make me feel comfortable when I was nervous, or this person gave me something, or whatever it is. So thinking about that in this weekend, going into Candytown, looking for kids that you've never seen before and going out of your way to meet them, to find them a seat, to get to know them while they're waiting in Candytown, helping them be picked for a game, whatever it is, just making them feel super special is going to be huge, okay, especially this weekend. So remember that. I'm praying for you guys and praying for all of us that we are connectors, that God will use us to connect people to him and connect people to our church that don't have a church family. So that's really why we're doing Candytown. And I have a couple of details to go over with you guys. Everything is going to be pretty much the same in every service. So, and because it's the same, it's going to look a little bit different. That probably makes no sense. So let me explain. So every service is going to be basically the same games and the same people presenting on stage. So the people who are presenting, they already know who they are. So if you are not one of those presenters, your main thing is going to be connecting with kids, sitting with kids, and being ready to do whatever we may ask you to do. One thing that's a little bit different, in every service, Anastasia is going to be the service coordinator. So she's running everything that happens on stage and in the tech booth, and Kevin is our lead tech person for the entire weekend. Okay, so they will be there, and our assistant service coordinators, this is a little bit different. So on Saturday night is Sarah Birch. At the 9:30, it's Corey and Joyce Schaefer, Pastor Joe's mom, and at the 11:15 is Joyce Schaefer. So what's different there, if you guys are not a character that's on stage, if you come into Kids Zone, you're not sure what you're supposed to do, Saturday night you need to talk to Sarah like you normally would. 9:30 you need to talk to Corey or Joyce, and 11:15 you would talk to Joyce, okay? And that's because Anastasia is specifically focused on everything that's happening on stage, and it's the same people every service, so it's just a little bit different. So we're adding another level of leadership for someone to oversee everything else that's happening in the gym. So come ready if you're not sure what to do. That's who you would talk to. And we will also not have any small groups this weekend. So again, everything is large group. We'll be sitting with kids. We will also have parents sitting in the gym with us. So you'll see a lot of chairs over to the one side, and we'll have coffee and tea ready for them because we want to make them feel welcome as well. And all of the parents in the gym, they will be the first ones to leave to head down to Candytown because they got the head start to the front of the line there. So that is another thing that's different. There will be parents in the room. So just be aware of that. Everything that we do, we want to do our very best. We want to be smiling. We want to be ready and engaged to connect with kids and really have an awesome weekend. So I'm excited for what God's going to do. I'm excited to see all of you guys. Please show up early this weekend. So that's another thing. Be there by 5:15 on Saturday, by 8:45 for the 9:30, and by 10:45 for the 11:15. If you are a character, you have to be there earlier than that, and you should have that information from Anastasia. But everyone else, come at those times, wear your Kids Zone shirt, and be ready to have an awesome weekend. So I love you guys. I'm praying for you, and I will see you real soon.